right, now let's give it up for TJ Naptown and Keisha 1099, the newest members of the New Jack crew. I also want to do a very special thanks to Dijna Quezada. I thank you for your donation and I salute all of you guys. All right, happy Independence Day, New Jack crew. All right, for those of you who don't know, I did the bulk of my time from 1999, 2005, 2006. You know, and that time, the prison systems was different. It ain't like the prison system we know now, you know. And now the prison system is not safe and up to par, you know. It's still a lot of illegal activity that's happening inside the prison with the inmates, the COs, you know. It's a different ball game when you step inside those walls, you know. It's different from the world. When those guys behind those walls, that's all they know. So everything else don't exist, you know. So we're going to do this in podcast format. You know, I'm going to talk a little bit and tell you guys. We're going to pick up from when we had the fight between me and Jesse and those guys, you know, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what was going on inside the prison. So let's get started. All right, now after Jesse had his fight with that guy, and then we had that fight together, now something happens when you bring attention to yourself. See, guys know you can handle your business, so that gives them a complex. It kind of makes them fear you, but they don't show that fear. What they do is they start picking with you just to make they self believe that they not scared of you, you know what I'm saying? Or show you they not scared of you. Now this guy Evan, who we barely knew, had then came and helped us, so that put him in the middle of all of our situation that we brought up on ourselves when Jesse had that fight. Now, the guy Anthony, you know, I should have followed my first mind. And when you in the midst of moving around and doing things, you don't always follow your first mind on things. I knew he wasn't the type of guy I should have surrounded myself with. You know, he had a habit as well. He went and hit those guys out of their merchandise, you know what I'm saying? And that put us in a bad situation with those guys because we went in that dorm with them. That wasn't our dorm. Just for us to be in that dorm when he did that make those guys suspicious. And in jail, dudes don't listen at much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They go off pure instinct and emotions. Now, we didn't know this big old brawl happened when we got here. Anthony told us about that. But we still not realizing how big this is. Man, it was a bunch of big guys and mean guys that got put in those cell blocks. And these guys are being released day by day, day after day. And we watching them get released. So at this time, me and Jesse thinking, man, we got to start recruiting dudes, man. We got to go through this prison and get around. We got to take that risk. We got to start going inside dorms, you know, because a lot of these guys are trying to keep up with the guards because the guards got their picks and chooses who they give packs to and who they deal with. So the other guys got to fend for themselves. So that's why they forcing other guys to get their people to bring in packages in. So that's what's going on basically in this prison. The guards is setting the tone for what the inmates do. Sleep late, lose weight. So that next morning, me and Jesse wake up, we whispering in the line to each other, man, hey, soon as we get out of here, man, we coming back to the dorm and get our weapons and we going on a recruiting tip. So we head out the chow. And as we heading out in the chow line, we hear somebody behind us. Man, who y'all talking about recruiting? And this Gargamel behind us all in the middle of our business. You know what I'm saying? So we ignore the dude. We don't even answer him back. You know, we just hear the chatter behind us, him and his crew just talking. So we go eat chow and we can feel all the eyes that just on us. The dudes that Jesse had a fight with, plus Gargamel and his homeboys. Man, they just eyeing us down. So we eat chow and we head back to the dorm. Now, when we get back to the dorm, we head straight for our weapons. Jesse go grab his, I grab mine. Now, we ain't get a chance to get out the door good, and Evan come walking up. You know, and we happy to see him. and we happy that nothing transpired, that night. So we just talking to Evan, and we kind of fill Evan in and let him know how the recruiting thing work. Because when you go at guys, you can't go at guys a certain way or they take offense to certain things, So we all get on the move. Now the first dorm we head to dorm B, because we ain't heard too much about dorm B. So we headed out to dorm B, and we see the dudes that we had just got into it with. Say, homie, y'all better watch out every day, because y'all ain't gonna see the next time we come. Now these dudes just made a direct threat towards us. Now in prison, dudes don't make just empty threats. Whatever they say they gonna do it. So we take that real serious, and we just keep going about our way. Now when we walk in B dorm, we just looking around, just trying to see dudes that fit the bill. We don't go up to just anybody who want to be down. We got to be very particular about the dudes that we put down with the crew, because New Jack is beginning to be a big thing. Now while we in B dorm just looking around, we see this dude about 5'8", 5'9", he ripped up, big swole little dude, and he comes out the bathroom, and you can tell he kind of run this dorm, because he hollering all over the different sides of the dorm. Hey, I'm gonna need that money. Yeah, you too. And dudes just like, man, I got you. Just reassuring him that they gonna have his money. Now, B dorm is more of a segregated dorm. The most you see in the group is like 2 or 3 in each group. They don't hang with a bunch of dudes in one group. This is like a whole nother little planet all to itself. So I spot 2 dudes sitting to themselves away from everybody. So I tell Evan and Jesse, look, man, I'm gonna go holler at them, man. Y'all just hang back and let me go holler at them. So I go walk up to the 2 dudes, and I'm talking to them. I introduce myself, and I tell them, what we trying to do and stay safe. And they immediately shut me down. I'm just keeping it real. They shut me down like, man, nah, man, we good how we is, with no further explanation. They tell me they good the way they are, So I don't push the issue. We just push on. We come in here to find dudes, to click up with. So we gotta find somebody is what we saying. So we continue to look around, and I see another little dude. So I go holler at this dude. Same thing, he good. So I'm like, this gonna be harder than we initially thought. Now we had to approach like 5 different dudes, and we getting shut down left and right in B dorm. Don't nobody want to click up. Everybody saying they good the way they is, And the way I'm seeing things in this prison, I don't even understand, how they good the way they are. Because these dudes ain't got no picks and chooses how they come at you when they coming at you the wrong way. So we bust out of B dorm with no luck. These dudes wasn't disrespectful. They just say they good the way they are. So we left it at that and left out of B dorm. Now when we get outside, we see it like 6 or 7 dudes just got released from the cell blocks, and they rowdy. So in my mind, I'm like, oh man, all this we've been seeing ain't nothing like what we about to see. Because these big size dudes, just been released from the cell blocks, and they going to their different dorms or whatever, and they talking to different dudes, and you can see how the whole energy in the prison then changed. Now at this point will be the point where we draw up and kind of get back on our guard and stay to ourselves. But the way these dudes looking and the way the prison just hyping up, that's what make us think we got to get some manpower behind us, and we got to get it quick. So we continue on this path we on. This is when we decide to go to dorm F. Now we know the dudes that came from prison with us to this prison, they in dorm F. A couple of them went to dorm F. We were scattered all about. Like I said, it was sheer luck that me and Jesse got housed together. So we head on to dorm F. Now, when we get in dorm F, man, when I tell you the noise is through the roof, dudes jumping and running around the prison, they playing. This look like this the youngest batch of inmates in F. Man, dudes gambling soon as you walk in the door. Now, we in there only for a few minutes when we see boom, boom, yeah, boom, boom, yeah, boom, boom. Oh, you too? Boom, boom. We done walked in this dorm on a 14-man fight. When I tell you dudes jumping across the table on dudes, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Come on, boom, 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 go get the weapons. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we bringing weapons in this? Now, at this time, where we at in this dorm, ain't no getting out this dorm like talking about it. The crowds have gathered, and we like in the middle of these crowds. So we'll have to bow our way through just to make it back to the door to go outside. So we pushing our way through the crowd trying to get up out of this dorm, cause man, these dudes is really going ham in this dorm. Yeah, you thought it was a game. Oh, I got you. Grab him. All right. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, boom, boom. Yeah, get him. We can't get out this door fast enough cause other dudes trying to get out the door too. Now, just to give you guys some background, all this happened on a non-work day because it's a weekend. And on the weekend, the assistant warden or the warden don't come in. So this was the first day we met Lieutenant Grimes. So while everybody boring their way out the door, breaking and running, going to get help, here comes Lieutenant Grimes. And he comes back with about 3 other COs with him. Get back, move on my way. Everybody, stop this. Get down, move. If you see somebody else move, take them down. I knew from the moment I seen Lieutenant Grimes, just the way he looked, his stature, I knew I didn't like him, and I knew he wasn't nothing good or nothing to play with. Boy, get down. What you think I'm playing? Get down. I want everybody down. So after he getting everything under control, they got dudes zip tied and everything, I noticed it's 3 dudes that's not zip tied. Now they bringing these dudes outside. Then all of a sudden I hear Lieutenant Grimes say, Mal, come here. What's going on up in here? Man, we trying to conduct a business, man. How you let this get out of hand like this? We running the business. Next time something happen like this, I'm taking it out on you. You need to get control of this. Now we just sitting there looking at this and we can't believe what we hearing or what we seeing. This dude doing business with one of the dudes who actually started this. So medical get there and start giving medical attention to those who need it, and then they start taking the other guys out who they zip tied up, taking them to the cell blocks. But Mal and his crew, he leaves them alone. He tell them to go clean themselves up. Now while all this going on and the new inmates just watching this, they're starting a bunch of talking outside. That's how we end up meeting Joe, Roman, and Josh. Now these guys haven't been in this prison too long either. So we just talking about what's going on in the corruption we seeing, and that brings us closer together. So we spend a lot of time talking and we end up recruiting them. So that was the day Joe, Roman, and Josh became part of our crew. Now, even though we got Joe, Roman, and Josh with us, we don't want to stop there because we want to kind of at least match Gargamel crew. And even with the boys he done lost, he's still 12 to 15 deep. So Roman say he know a dude from back home in G that he was tight with named TT. So we head to G to go holler at this dude TT. Now we get up in dorm G. Now this the dorm where Anthony stole from these dudes at, you know. So we walking around being real cautious. So we end up spotting the dude TT, and we all talking, introduce ourselves to TT, and he agreed to be down with us, you know. And in the beginning it was cool, but where I have a disconnect with TT at is he started joking with Jesse and making fun of Jesse's body. He just won't leave Jesse alone. So I just asked TT what problem do he got with Jesse. Man, I ain't got no problem with Jesse, man. I just be clowning with Jesse. You ain't getting offended by that, huh, Jesse? No, man, I ain't getting offended, man. He cool, man. He cool. Now I can clearly see this bother Jesse, but Jesse doing this for the overall good of what we doing. He just ignoring TT and letting that slide. But I can tell it's getting under his skin. But at the same time, TT just won't lay off of Jesse. Every time you look around, he cracking another joke on Jesse. So after leaving out of dorm G and walking around outside talking for a minute, we decide to go back to my dorm. Now, as soon as we walk in the dorm, Gargamel couldn't help himself. Oh, this what you meant about recruiting, huh? What y'all supposed to do, man? Look at y'all. So once again, I'm really ignoring the dude. Say, man, let's play some cards, man. Man, we ain't even got no cards up in here, bro. I got some cards back in my dorm, man. I'm gonna go run and go get them. So Josh asks us, do we want to play some cards? So he runs back to his dorm to go get some cards. So when Josh get back with the cards, we start playing cards. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, huh? Boom, you thought we forgot? Bam, huh? Get that money. Bam, bam. Now we was playing cards. Now nothing usually catch us off guard. We always paying attention, but somehow Gargamel and his homeboys ran up on this dude named L and started beating him to the dirt. Bam, huh? Bam, yeah, bam. Boy, what? Bam. Yeah, we about to show him. Put him in the Ford Nelson and show him. Boom, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Now Gargamel done put this dude in the Ford Nelson and they just taking turns just beating this dude up. Boom, boom. Oh man, let me go please. Bam, we gonna let you go. Bam, bam, yeah. Now at this point, we just getting sick of these dudes. So we decided to gather up the cards and leave and go outside and play cards. Now when we left out the dorm, they was still punching L down. So now we back outside walking around looking for a spot to sit down and play cards. So we sit down and start playing cards, and that TT go again joking on Jesse's body. Say TT, bro. I done asked you to leave that man alone, bro. Stop joking on that man like that, bro. Crew don't joke on crew like that, bro. Man, you always chesting up for this man, man. This man already said he ain't have a problem with that, though. Man, that man gonna say that, bro. Yeah, chill out, TT, bro. Man, that ain't even funny anyway, though, bro. Just chill, man. So everybody in the crew just kind of getting on TT head, telling them, you know, that ain't even funny anyway, man. Just leave the man alone. We crew. Why you joking so much or whatever? But you can see that TT starting to feel played, because we start playing cards and all through the day he getting up, going to his dorm or walking off or whatever, then he'll come back and he do this all through the weekend. Now this go on for the whole entire weekend. Now I'm gonna fast forward this all the way up until that Monday. Sleep late, lose weight. So everybody go to chow, we come back from chow, and everybody eligible to go to work, go to work. So immediately we all get together and start hanging together doing our regular routine or whatever. So we ain't got nothing to do this particular day. So Josh say he gonna run and go get the cards. Then TT say he gonna go with him. Now we all still sitting out there talking, waiting on TT and Josh to go get the cards. But they taking an awfully long time. So we decided to go look for them and see what's going on. So we head off to F dorm to go see what's going on with them. Soon as we walk in F dorm, boom, 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 boom. We see TT and the dudes we got into it with beating Josh up. Oh, that's how it is, TT? Bam! Bam, 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 bam. So we all immediately rush them and try to go in and do something serious. Now I go straight for TT, because that's the ultimate betrayal. You done sat this all up. Them dudes was waiting on Josh to come right there. You had been talking about us when you was leaving from by us, going to your dorm, and you had to put these dudes in motion. Bam, bam, bam. I ain't like y'all anyway. Bam, oh no, yeah, alright, bam, bam, boy, we better not catch you nowhere. Bam, huh, bam, bam, bam. Now we in the middle of F dorm throwing down. Boom! The dude Jesse and Joe was fighting. Jesse done hit him one time and knocked him out. Now it ain't nothing but TT and the other two dudes. Boom, don't run now, TT, come here, boy. Bam, bam, we got him now. Bam, bam, bam. Now we in the middle of F dorm literally having fun with them boys. Man, we had fun stomping them boys out. Now Roman really taking it hard, because Roman brought him into the crew and him and Roman was tight before we all even knew him. So we just reassuring Roman like, man, things happen like that, bro. We don't fault you for that, man. That dude just was a snake, man. You just had to watch a dude like him or whatever, man. So we just kind of talk or whatever and pull out to ourselves. Man, that was a trip with us, man. We couldn't believe this dude just betrayed us like this. But I had this feeling about this dude when we first met him. And just his constant joking on Jesse, that didn't make it no better. Now, after the fight was over, we outside walking around. Now, we know we got to get on this recruiting thing, because we making enemies everywhere. And this dude TT ain't making no better. So while we talking, we seeing dudes getting released from the block. Now this particular day, This what made me realize, if you don't see something yourself or know this for a fact, don't believe nothing nobody say. Because somebody told me this particular person was rolled out in another prison I was in. So I'm telling the boys, I'm like, man, check this out, man. I know this dude, man. Man, I was locked up with this dude. Buck Nasty, from the same prison with Queen Sugar. They just released Buck Nasty. Man, and I'm telling the dudes, I'm like, man, hey, bro, man, we got to really get back on this recruiting thing. So I'm explaining to them who Buck Nasty is, and we walking around, you know what I'm saying, just trying to really put our mind around what's going on with all these dudes being released. Because like I said, they was getting released back to back. If you was in a brawl together, that means he probably got 3 months, he probably got 4 months, he probably got 3 months in a week. So that's why they being released back to back, you know, and I'm just giving you a roundabout estimation. So yeah, these guys being released back to back, and these some pretty dangerous looking fellas, you know what I'm saying, getting released back into population, you know. So okay, but I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast / episode, you know, where I kind of give y'all background on what's going on, you know, inside the prison, because a lot of people just lost when it comes to the prison system. You know, they wondering about the cameras and things like this. Even in the new system in this day and time with all the technology, you know, you can't invade an inmate personal space. You can't put cameras in the shower. You can't put cameras in dorm and close proximity. You have to put you know, like overhead cameras and things like that up. So and that's nowadays. Back then, you know, when they did start putting cameras in, it still was black and white cameras. Technology wasn't as advanced as it is now, you know. And even on this jokes, I had never seen a cell phone inside of the prison. You know, only my very last big jokes where I seen a cell phone coming to the prison. You know, so I'll see you guys next time, and happy 4th of July. Stand up, New Jack Crew. We in here. Ain't no stopping us.